What's going on, YouTube? Hello everyone. Mike here. Um, cool. Question: how quickly can I teach you a version of "Smells Like Teen Spirit" by Nirvana? Big shout out, obviously, to Teenage Angst, the concept of, for sponsoring this episode. How quickly can I do it? You guys like watching short videos, and I like trying to make videos which are about 20 minutes long. So I've got to try and condense it down without it being funny or like silly, because I hate things which are funny and silly, obviously. I never joke. So it's a bit of a problem. Okay, I'll teach you a few things. There's a version of Smells Like Teen Spirit by Robert Glasper which I think is really great. Not just because it sounds great, it feels great, and also it shows an approach to music which I think is really important, which is one which is about collaboration and sharing, and not about getting it right. It's just about doing it the way that you really want. And we all have our different version of that. So if you've got the tools, if you understand this kind of world, hopefully you can do that. That's why I like teaching it, because it's a tangible thing that you can teach. We talked about that yesterday. Okay, we're going to move through real quick here to try and keep your engagement, and then so watch this video a few times if you need. Okay, here we go. Concept: D minor, okay? D, E, F, G, A, B flat, C, D. That's D natural minor. Let's harmonize this using thirds and sixths. If we're thinking about a melody, let's think about thirds and sixths. What's a third? A third is either a major or a minor third. A sixth is either a major sixth or a minor sixth. Okay? That's a major third. That's F to A. That's a minor third. That's E to G. Minor third. That's D to F. Major third. That's C to E. B flat to D is a major third. Same in sixths. That's a great way of harmonizing. It's a great way of writing melodies. It's a great way of harmonizing melodies. Okay? So we'll start with that. Let's have some notes in the bass. D, B flat, F, A, D, B flat, F, A. Cool. And by playing that, we're going to imply four really important chords. We're going to imply D minor 9, which is D, A, F, A, C, E. We're going to imply B flat major 7 sharp 11, which is B flat, F, A, C, E natural. And we're going to imply F major 7, which is F, C, F, A, C, E. Sorry, my brain was a bit slow there. And then A7 sus, which is A, G, A, C, E. Excuse me, brain. Okay, now you can play all of Smells Like Teen Spirit in that way. D, B flat, F, A are the bass notes. And those thirds, that's F to A, rocking between F to A and E to G. That's also a great piano exercise to practice. Probably good for guitar as well. Good for the circulation, which I need to improve. You can see by my purple coloured hand there. Okay, cool, great. Next move. Okay, let's teach you this chord. I'll do it really quickly. Why am I doing it quickly, or why am I going to teach the chord? I'll teach the chord quickly because you don't like long videos. I'll teach the chord because Jimi Hendrix made it famous. Is that an okay reason? Yeah, thought so. Great. Everyone likes Hendrix, don't they? Like, literally everyone? Well, not everyone, but most people. Certainly people don't say bad things about him. I dare you, here's a challenge. Slag off Jimi Hendrix on Twitter and see what happens. That'd be an interesting thing to do. Okay, here we go. We need to change from the A chord, that was our fourth chord, which was A7 sus. Let's change it to A altered or A Hendrix, okay? So I'll just spell it out, okay? And I'll teach you what this means. A, that's the tonic. G, that's the minor 7. C natural, or rather B sharp, posing as C. You know, it's like a wolf in sheep's clothing, or a sheep in wolf's clothing, or just the same sound but different name. Okay, so all of those things. C sharp, yeah, that's the major third. That's the sharp 9, major third. F is the flat 13 of A. You can work it out using your knowledge of counting between 1 and 13, or just take my word for it. Do it in an informal way. Just be like, okay, 4. That's cool. F is the flat 13, and A is the tonic doubled. Hendrix played that chord like this. We can just take the C and put it down there. Take the G out and put it down there. So we've moved through it. We've learned Smells Like Teen Spirit by Nirvana, reharmonized, and you can now also put an altered dominant chord in it. I mean, you could make an entire track. You could compose an entire song, guys, just out of that chord. It's so rich and there's so much in it. You could jam on it for 6 minutes, easy. More. If it was the 1970s, you could jam on it for about 10 years. You know, if you catch my drift. So there's the altered dominant chord, and that's a really good gateway chord. Okay, pre-chorus of this song. The pre-chorus of this song could be harmonized differently, and Robert Glasper does that. He does that in the way that he plays the song. You ready? Already taking too long, 7 minutes in. Okay, let's go. This chord came up yesterday. It's D major. No, it's not. That's a D power chord. Yeah, but when you put F sharp in the bass, it becomes D major over F sharp. Okay, great, thanks Mike. F sharp, D, A, D, A, to G minor 9. Great move. G, D, A, B flat, D, A. By now you should recognize that by sound and maybe sight also as B flat major 7, sharp 11. A7 or A7 sus with that F on top, which is the melody. That's our original version. That's our changed version. And then we've got 2 versions of that. Okay, I'll just go through those changes again. Original. Over D, G minor 9, B flat major 7 sharp 11, A7 sus. Okay, good. That's really cool. D over F sharp, G minor 9, B flat major 7 sharp 11, A7 sus, A7, A7 altered or A7 sharp 9 flat 13. Mike, you're not allowed to say A7 sharp 9 flat 13. Why? Oh, okay, you are now. Great. Okay. Cool. Hope that makes sense. 2 more moves, okay? I'll teach you an alternate way of playing the chorus, okay? You can do it using the same 4 chords, and that's brilliant. I totally advise doing that and support doing that, of course. But we could do it differently. We've changed the pre-chorus. Let's change the actual chorus. Rather than starting on the D minor chord, let's start on an E minor chord. An E minor 9 one to be specific. And by now, you should be more familiar with what that concept is. It's an E minor chord with a 7th and a 9th in it. Here we go. E, B, F sharp, A, D, A. Okay, now, some of you will be going, oh Mike, you've done that classic thing where you play a minor 11 chord and call it a minor 9 chord. Well spotted. The A is the 11 of E. Just show me that again one more time. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wow. No, really simple. Okay, cool. That's all right. So it's not a big deal. I think it sounds good. Great. I think it sounds rubbish. Okay, fine. Okay. Cool, but that's E minor 11, E, B, F sharp, A, D, E, A. Let's go to this chord, which is F, C, G, A, D, E, F. That's F major 9. F, C, G, A, D, E, A. A7 sus, don't need to spell it because you know it. B flat major 7 sharp 11 because you already know that. C major, just a plain C major, like in Home Alone, just a plain cheese pizza just for me. Just a plain C major, guys, just for you. Well, actually, just for you, for millions of people around the world. C major, C, G, E, C, D minor 7, D, A, F, C, and then keep the C the same and move everything up a tone. How good is that move? That's a Joni Mitchell move all day long and all night. She does that in the end of lots of songs. Lots of people do, but she really stands out. That was E flat major 6/9, E flat, B flat, F, G, B flat, D. So here's that chorus again. Sorry. Oh man, I really need to get good at singing. You guys don't want to hear me sing though, do you? Okay, good. Right. To close this video, it's getting so long. Yikes. I said, how quickly can you do it? Must move faster. Here's a top move. So if you know all the stuff that's in this video, here's something that you either didn't know or knew but didn't do. How do you know that I don't do this, Mike? Because nobody in workshop ever plays this. Okay, here's a sub. What's a sub? You know, like a sub teacher, when you're supposed to have one teacher and then you get a sub, or like a substitute, anything else, a substitute chord, a chord sub. Sorry, I was just using colloquialisms like saying, oh yeah, long mate, or like peng ting on a WhatsApp, or, you know, colloquialisms, the type of which you're used to me using, I suppose. Okay, a chord sub, and we're going to sub this tonic chord, the mothership chord, yeah? We're going to substitute it from minor to major, which is really cool flavor, and Robert Glasper does that a lot, and lots of the artists that you guys are listening to do this a lot. Okay, so you're going around in the cycle. Here's the beginning again. And then you can go in on a major chord there, and you can hear Robert Glasper doing that here. I'll point it out.
Right here, on one mic.
Okay, hope you can hear that. So you hear the intervals where we started. There's the D minor, here's the bass. B flat, F, A, D minor 9, B flat major 7 sharp 11, F major 7, A7 sus. Derek Hodges on bass here. dominant sound. Nice punk rock reference coming up. Cool. I know you don't need that explained to you, but it's cool, right? We'll go round again. Listen for the D major, here it comes. So that's that chord sub we were talking about. Listen to the changed version, here we go. Here's the change. It's to the original. And here's the chorus. Okay, good. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. I moved through fast. There's a lot of content in this 15 minutes or so. 16:30. Hope you enjoyed. Do listen to Robert Glasper. Do listen to Nirvana. Do cover songs. Do reharmonize them. And do understand that using scales as a way of opening up new kind of magical things in music that are your interpretation of things is a really legitimate thing to do, and it's a great strategy for being able to do that. Okay, have a great evening. I'll see you guys in some videos tomorrow. Okay, ciao, bye.